Hello, my YouTube friend Pop Comics here, and today we're going to go through 2 boxes of comic books. This is the tale of 2 boxes of comic books. One is mostly junk, and one is amazing Bronze Age stuff. And we're going to discuss how I price stuff in the shop when people bring stuff in, etc. And we're going to go through the comic books. One box has some really amazing stuff. The other box actually has a couple really cool comic books, so this way we can kind of see both spectrums of comic buying. All right, let's start going through some comics. Okay, this first box, when I opened it up, I just looked at it, I was like, wow. I just bought one of these over the summer for, what, $550? Higher grade than this. This one's a little bit, like, warped. You might be able to press that out, but it's also got, like, a scratch on there. But I think it's still probably, like, a good plus very good condition comic book. And I looked on eBay, and I believe a comic like this is probably worth about $250, maybe $300. So basically, when I'm buying a collection like this, a comic like this, I'm going to do a lot of research for, get kind of the value. I'm going to compare it to all the ones selling on eBay in similar condition to see if it's in between, a little bit better, a little bit worse, and try to decide how much I think this would sell for. Then I'm going to give half of that. And then I'm going to do the same thing for most issues that are worth at least $10 or more. I'm going to give probably 40 to 50% of value, especially on this older stuff. And because the older stuff with the key issues are in here, I will be closer to 50%. Why? Because I'm happy. It's not picked through. Right? And a lot of these I need for my own collection, so I'm actually really thrilled to get a whole run of these. A lot of these, just the way they're sitting, they're kind of warped. But out of the bag, if you look, they're pretty clean. Like, I don't see, it's glossy. It's not really scratched up. So I think with the pressing, or if I just, put it away for a while and bag it board, these would come out. We had the first Black Mariah. Very awesome collection. Let me pull this whole stack out so we can go through them a little bit easier. All right, we have Hero for Hire number 5, first Black Mariah. That's cool. Number 6. These are awesome covers, and I need a bunch of these. So I'm actually really happy. Number 11. Number 12. So this stuff, if this stuff is under $10, I think most of these will probably hit $10 if they're in nice enough shape. Number 13 looks like it has enough little bit of wear on it that will probably fall below 10. So anything that's kind of below $10, I usually pay between $1 and $3 for it, depending on, if it's a strong $10, if I was going to sell it, if it would sell really quick, I'll give them 3 or 4, maybe even 5 if it's something I really like. But if it's like $5, I might give them $1 or $2. And if it's under, most stuff under $3, I do not pay a lot for. But all this Bronze Age stuff, I pay up for. This is the kind of stuff that I try to pay 40 to 50% of the value. Absolutely love these. Amazing comic books. Luke Cage, number 26. And I think I needed at least half of these for my own collection, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, and then this one's super cool. We have a Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and X-Men number 1. That one I'm sure has a bit of value. Marvel Team Up 37. He keeps bringing me in boxes, some new stuff, some old stuff like this. And I found so many keys so far. I'm kind of hoping he finds the really big keys. So we have Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and Thing, number 47. Marvel Team Up number 48. Again, it's all about the condition. Like, this one is probably a fine minus. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking that's probably like a $5 comic book. So something like that, I'm going to pay probably $2 for. Okay, and then we have a run of Invaders. I think these starting to have a little bit of value. So we have number 6. Number 7 looks good, but it's rusted out. Rusted staples really brings the grade down. Invaders number 8. Invaders number 9. All right, let's get through these. We got Invaders 1, King Size Annual Luke Cage number 1, Invaders number 2, Invaders number 3, Invaders number 4. These are cool. I don't know how many of these I have or need. Invaders number 5. I love all this Bronze Age stuff. King Size Annual Invaders number 1. Invaders 16. Invaders 17. This will probably fill in my run a lot too. Invaders 18. 19. Oh, these are all sticking together. That's what happens with these old bags when they haven't been touched probably in 20, 30 years. Invaders number 20. Invaders number 13. All these have really cool covers. Invaders 14. Invaders 15. Invaders number 11. Ooh, stuck. Invaders number 12. All right, that's awesome. All right, these are all kind of stuck together, so this is going to be hard. We got Power Man 13, Power Man 33, number 34, number 35. Again, these are all kind of warped because they weren't stored well, but besides the warp, I think they would be fine pluses, the very fines. So I think if I just bag and board all of these and kind of let them sit in a tight box for a while, they should take out some of that warping. Number 37, number 38. Number 39. What's the next big issue? 48, I think. If that's in here. Number 40. Number 41. Number 42. Number 43. Number 44. Number 45. All right, I don't think we go to 48. Number 46. That's still cool though. I have a couple 48s in my own collection, so not the end of the world. It's not like I'm missing out on it. Okay, and then we have, let's see, Champions. Really awesome Ghost Rider cover. Black Widow. Love that one. Champions number 10. I bet these are starting to go up a little bit because of the Ghost Rider connection. Champions number 11. Number 12. Yeah, these are cool. I love this Bronze Age era. Anything from the 70s is cool. Nova number 12. That's cool. Nova number 13. Nova number 14. Nova number 16. Champions number 7. Absolutely love all these. Champions 15. Invaders 22. Invaders 23. Invaders 24. These are all sticking to each other. Invaders 25. Oh, king size Iron Man number 4. That's cool. Really cool MODOK cover. Love that. Invaders 21. Luke Cage 15. Luke Cage 17. These are cool. Luke Cage 18. I think 19. Yeah, 19 is the first Cottonmouth, so that's a little bit of a valuable one. That is cool. Number 20. Number 22. And number 23. Really happy with these because I only have maybe 10 of the first 30 or so. So this really fills in my run. All right, let's look at the new stuff. All right, so that first box was a lot of really awesome Bronze Age stuff. That's the stuff I like paying up for because I love it myself. It's hard to find for cheap. I know my patrons would take it instantly if I offered it to them. I know it would sell really quick in the shop. So that I need more of. I need as much 70s and early as I can get. Whereas the 90s stuff, this stuff is so easy to get. And it comes in 20, 30 issues at a time. So this kind of stuff, I'll probably only pay 10 cents a piece, maybe a quarter if it's something a little bit better. But if there's a key issue, I do the same exact thing. I kind of research the condition and kind of pay 40 to 50% of the value. All right, let's, I'm going to move the box so we can go through the whole box. All right, first act, like something like this, you know, what am I going to sell it for? It is number 2 of Savage Dragon. I like Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon is cool, but there's a whole bunch of issues. So something like that, I might pay a quarter just because it's number 2. But it's really not something worth spending a lot on. So, but the reason why I might pay a quarter is there's a couple better key issues in here that makes it so that the overall package is nicer. Okay, but there's also just a lot of duplication here. Youngblood number 2 times 10. Again, speculation in the 90s is rampant. This stuff, I just... so many times in my life I've purchased it and, you know, get 30 copies and I end up having to sell most of them for a quarter, 50 cents. Not that I'm going to sell them for a quarter, 50 cents now, but if down the road I might clear it out to make room. I don't know. I'm going to try to get maybe $1 or 2 each. Wildcats number 1. This one you might be able to get $2 or $3 for. I think there's just enough little signs of wear that it's not really a 9/8 candidate. If they were 9/8s, those you can actually grade and get a little bit of money out of, but most of these have enough little bit of wear because he didn't bag and board them back then, and there's like 30 copies. So something like that is, again, probably like a quarter a piece, just because there's so much of it and it's not the easiest thing to sell. Even a 9.8, there's so many of them out there. So if you have a whole ton of this kind of stuff and you want to sell it to me, I'm not that excited. My wife said someone called the other day. They asked if we bought comic books, and obviously she says yes, because that's what we do. And he's like, and she asked how many, and he said, oh, I only have 4, but they're really expensive ones. So she's like, oh, well, what do you have? He's like, I got the Death of Superman. I mean, you know, from this collection, I purchased like 30 of them. They're not that exciting. They're not expensive issues. If you grade them, if you can get a 9.8, yeah, maybe you can get $100 out of it after spending the 20, 30 bucks to grade it. But not everyone's going to be a 9.8. There's going to be enough little bits of wear that you might get. Like this one has just enough little hints of wear that's maybe a 9.2, 9.0, right? Got a lot of Youngblood. So again, I'll go through all these. I'll probably end up giving them 10 cents a piece for most of these. Maybe a quarter for a couple of the 1s and 2s. Just because those are a little bit more in demand. You know, Wolverine 50, that one I could probably sell for $2 or $3. So something like that, I might give them 50 cents a piece. But there's a whole stack of those. That's really not that exciting to me. Holographic Spidey, these I'm going to sell, I think, for $3 to $4 a piece. Maybe even $5. But again, there's a whole bunch of them. So this, I might give them $1 a piece. Just because of the quantity and just how hard it is to sell a whole bunch of these for $4 or $5. I'll probably sell like once a month. I'll sell one. So I got 2 years supply right there. And then what's this? Brigade number 1. Yeah, that's a 10-cent comic book. Okay, we have a little bit more interesting stuff here. Wolverine, what is that? Like 14 or 15? I forget the number. That one I'll look up, and I'll probably end up giving them a few dollars for that. And Marvel Tales 255. Off the top of my head, I don't think it has much value, but I've been wrong with Ghost Rider stuff lately because it's all kind of on fire. So I'll double check that before I pay him. I don't just, you know, I look up everything before I judge the price. I usually use Comic Book Realm. I use eBay auctions. I use My Comic Shop. I kind of get a census over the different sites to get an idea of how much I think I would sell for. Number 100, second print. That's got a little bit of value. 352, that's got a little bit of value. So stuff like this might be, well, Spectacular Spider-Man is not. Maybe like $2 or $3. But Spider-Man stuff, I usually pay like $1 a piece. Just because these will sell pretty easily for $2 to $4. Not Deadly Foes of Spider-Man. That's a little bit harder. Slightly better. Predator, that one I'm going to look up. But that one, if it goes above 10, I'll pay 40, 50%. It really depends. And if people sort out their stuff with the key issues and the junk, it makes it easier for me. I might pay a little bit more. Just because the less time I spend on this stuff, the happier I am. Because I spend so much time on it. Okay, here we go. We got one key issue. We have the 3rd appearance of Carnage. That one, off the top of my head, I'm not sure, maybe $10, $15. That one I'll research, and I'll give them half the value on that, because that's hot right now. 351, Batman versus Predator. So there's better stuff in the back here. Again, not anything old and awesome like the Bronze Age stuff over there, but still interesting stuff. I'd much rather buy this all day for maybe like $1 a piece than buy the 10-cent stuff, because these I can get $2, $3, $4. Oh, we got some more Spidey. Nothing super special, but I love Spidey. Always good to see Spideys. 358. We're dancing around that 361. Lobo might be like a quarter. Lobo's not selling that well for me at the moment. Do love all the Wolverines. Okay, and then we have more Wolverines are cool. Savage Dragon, though. I have so much Savage Dragon. It comes in so often. It's nothing that I get to. People tell me, oh, it's $5. They want me to pay, you know, $3, $4, $5 for it. I just can't. Spider-Man 2099. I think this is undervalued right now, so I'm kind of holding on to those. We got some bag comics. X-Men 14. I don't think that has too much value. I could be wrong, though. You guys can always point out if I missed something. I did miss that, was it Ghost Rider 29? I wasn't aware that that one had been spiking to a higher price. This is kind of cool. Predator Magnus Robot Fighter. I bet that has a little bit of value. But yeah, so that kind of gives you an idea of what I pay for comic books. A box like this, not as exciting. A lot of stuff, maybe a quarter just because it's number 1 and it's Jim Lee. Youngblood, probably 10 cents. The key Spider-Man issues, I'll look them up, 40, 50%. Wolverines, probably like, a lot of these are probably $3 to $5. I'll probably end up paying about $1 each. If it's under a $5 value, I don't really pay more than $1. Just because it takes as much time to sell a $5 comic book as it does a quarter comic book. So it's just like, the cheaper it gets, you know, the less I pay, just because it still takes a lot of work to sell each comic book, unless I just put it in a bin for $1. And then that $1 bin, they will sell slowly. This stuff's amazing though. I could buy thousands of these every week if I had a chance, because this stuff sells itself. I don't have to work at selling this. Whereas this, I might have to send it to get graded. I might have to list it. I put it in the shop. People will want it for $1, maybe $2. I won't be able to get full price on that. Whereas this stuff, you put it out for $3, $5, $10, it'll blow out. Some of it will go for 10, but this is the kind of stuff that just does not stay in stock. Whereas this stuff might take me years to sell.